Alright, so part 5 of this fresh-ish start cold Spellbreaker. We got a lot of gear upgrades last time. I try to hopefully get some leveling done today. And if all goes well, I'll be ready for Ultimate. Alright, so we're level 62. This is definitely oh wow, we've been playing we've been playing 11 hours on this character. That's definitely slow. Yeah, we need to get some actual leveling done. Alright, so we're just going to get the Acropolis for F gates, and then we'll come back, turn this in. Be nice to have better Chaos Res before we fight Log, but there's only so much you can do. Black Legion, we're just barely honored. We will get a good amount of rep going through Malmoth from them, though. So we want Revered with Black Legion before we do have the faction writ. Just terrible as it feels to use them, kind of need. It's going to fix our Pierce Poison Vit. Sorry, not Pierce Poison Aether Chaos Rise for ultimate with armor augments. And Creed's Cunning will give us a bunch of extra damage, health, and OA. So, Revered with Black Legion, high priority when you're on a fresh start. We lose a little bit of Black Legion rep by siding with Anasteria, but it's not that bad. Yeah, we're not going to do any of our other quests, but... Yeah, so Black Legion's at 12,270, and...
It appears that the ritual is being powered.
That gets us another 750. So, this guy will, if you didn't extort him, hey, welcome in, Morndale, he'll still sell you items that can potentially boost your resistances. Theoretically, we could also craft a Chaos Res pot, but I don't really want to do that, but if we got lucky here, we might buy one. Give it one more shot. Going through Ligorian's dungeon. Welcome in, Viley. Yeah. Yeah, Isaiah is actually pretty nice on a fresh start run. I guess he's selling the same stuff. I don't know if you... Is buying this and going back reset the inventory? Don't know. I think we just go through and fight Log. Your favorite class is Dervish, right? Yeah, I can see liking the mobility, absolutely. So many builds, not enough time. Zaki, welcome in. Nice tank with Poison Blast. Resistant of Ruin. Alright, at some point we're going to need to upgrade our shoulders. But losing the Phys Res kind of will hurt. Crest of Winter Fortitude. I mean, it's not an upgrade, but...
Glad you're back. I struggle to admit that. You see the Luminaria.
Right, talk to
Excuse
her.
me, my father and I were part of...
And, so we might end up getting a level 70 version, but I'm going to just quickly run Gale Slice before we do Malmoth. So. As far as I know, if you can roll it, you can buy it, but some of those prefixes are also incredibly rare. Vigorous of Shadows. So we lose a little bit of Aether Res, and we get +2 to Shadow Strike. Cold damage requires level 67. Okay, still an upgrade. Alright, so on to Malmoth. We have all our devotion points, so we don't really need to worry about a couple of the shrines. Yeah, once we fix Chaos Res somewhere else, we should do something about these boots, but... welcome in, Meatball. Name stash. Might as well get the quest XP for doing that. This...
Please, just...
any living rings want to drop, that would be great, but I'm not holding my breath on this one. So yeah, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Alright, I mean, I'm not going to equip this, but it's kind of infuriating to get of shadows on the soldier belt and not on the Nightblade belt. Usually the tree elites will drop a bloom, so it's worth killing them. This time they didn't. So where are we with Black Legion? 14k. So we're kind of slowly getting there. So if we do, Black Legion Honor does give us a chance to do a quest where we have to kill one of the heralds. That as we get closer to Revered, that might be worth doing on normal and then on Elite just to get the rep, but we're a ways away from that.
If you see what you ask, well, I care.
We have so many things we need to put points in. Like, this. I think we one pointing this is probably worth it for the extra cold damage. Yeah, we might as well start getting more cold resist reduction as well. Yeah, welcome in, Kibitz. Living Ring. Resistant of Thunder. No. Would be nice to get a Living Ring upgrade, not holding my breath. Stalwart of Scorching, no. Leaf Main Alpha Horn, we'll need that later on. How is our Coven rep honored? Very, very good. We're slowly getting there. See totem, click totem. You know, back when the day were, well, I was gonna say this would be good, but it's still not even that good. Yeah, I'm looking at the various random glove drops. So I'm still operating with makeshift gloves. Living Rings, maybe. Harmonious of Attack. All right, we're in business. I mean, this would be great if it was a Living Ring, but what are you gonna do? Let's see, Clerics of Ruin, Shoulders. I mean, ugh. I don't know. I'm just too reluctant to lose the Fizz Res unless I get a really good shoulder piece. Alright, there's a totem here. We might as well click it. Plus the Night's Chill is very good, so that's starting to be a little tempting. Welcome in, Magi. How's it going? Well, see, there are multiple flavors of Shadow Strike. If I want to play the season mod, I could even do a lightning one, but as a Spellbreaker. And of course, if I want to get really crazy, I could do a Acid Shadow Strike Witch Hunter. Just completely move on from Spellbreaker. Or, you know, we could do Malkadar Spellbreaker. We could do a Shadow Strike Spellbreaker with different weapons. So many options. Shadow Strike Infiltrator. Yeah, with the Nocturne is actually really good. I wouldn't do that for a fresh start type thing, though, because it requires getting 2 random drop legendaries. I feel like fresh start Infiltrator will probably work with Derp Slicers. It's okay, Morndale. You're allowed to be wrong about Shadow Strike. Yeah, Regard Set is nice. See, Magi, I see MMR, and I think the mumps, measles, rubella vaccine, which I'm guessing is not what you're talking about. Up to date on your shots. So I did Chaos Shadow Strike with a Conduit, Morndale. I was kind of disappointed by it, and I ended up switching that build to just being a normal rosin build, which felt a lot better.
You chose the altar of Retosh is a
Second Exterminus, nice Master Halls. Congrats. Okay, level 65. Slowly add a little more to Star Pact. Alright, we get a little closer to level 70. We'll try to see if we can get a decent Spectral Longsword or two. I just got his volcano off.
Is that you, Mother? And in Fort Ulgrim, yes, to Mount I see. It's good.
Yeah, that's always good damage when Korvac doesn't get an invulnerability phase.
You're right. Oh, to the north.
We're okay. Black Legion 17k. Nice. We're I feel like we're making good progress with Black Legion rep. We'll continue to get some through Malmeth, and then we can look at how close we are in terms of whether we do Herald of Destruction. So we are going to need those augments before we go to Ultimate. Alright, Viley, have a good one.
You better have a damn good reason to be here. Huh? I don't know. So, that was supposed to let creeps try. If you're the ethereals do.
Not gone yet. Be another 20, 30. Okay, fair enough. Alright, I guess once we get the Steel Cap District, maybe we'll look at some Spectral Longswords. Got another Aether Cluster. Can never have too many. You're playing the mod, Viley? Vanilla, really? Or is that because they increased the merit to 200%? Interesting. But, let's just keep going Star Pact. I think we'll get up to 11 in Star Pact and then put some points elsewhere.
I've spoken with Grinnia. Host is up. Resistance had attempted. Well, good.
There you are. Well, just
Corinia's given the steer.
Alright, so star pack to 11. Get some more resist reduction. Level 67 means if I can find it in my inventory, we've got another Gale Slice. We also okay, the Harmonious of Attack Living Ring is going to require level 70, but that's going to be really nice when we are able to put that on. So Vigorous of Shadows. Okay, this is a Ward Stone. That's not super expensive. We'll just go to Devil's Crossing, craft a Ward Stone. We still want to do something with the Winter's Veil weapons. Okay, and Emblem of the Rift Stalker. Thank you for the follow as well. Alright, so we get of Shadows. That's a reasonably hefty boost to our damage. Alright, let's also sell some junk. Okay, so we'll try see if this boss, he has a 1/3 chance of having a Spectral Longsword. So RNG could definitely troll us for a bit, but I feel like it's worth one run. So we do want to be able to upgrade our weapons for more flat damage as we're progressing through the campaign. Nope. Not a Spectral Longsword. We can also try Nomos Dread. Couple of quick little farming interludes. You also don't have a Spectral Longsword. Alright. We'll go back to Malmoth. Maybe after we finish Malmoth, we'll try again. Okay, so now we have a bit of a dilemma. Melmoth Resistance is typically a faction you want to get rep with for sake of experience potions, but I think grinding to Revered on Elite with Malmoth Resistance, I don't know if it's worth it. You know, that said, as much as I don't like these writs, I think I'm more likely to regret not doing this than regret the cost, so... If we decide we want XP pots to accelerate the rest of this run, then it's going to be so much better to have bought the writ right away. Like on Max's playthrough that he's doing, he's been buying the writs pretty much the second he gets to Honored with almost every faction, which is a valid way of doing it. It comes down to how much you anticipate really needing that faction's augments. I find it's really Black Legion's the main one I care about, and Mammoth Resistance for the pots.
So this is what preliminary reports indicate that the main entrance. Good work out there. You can do good on you. I believe.
Captain Wolf, I was wondering if I'm talking about the black.
Black Legion's up to 19,000 now.
Was the mission a success? You're back before the city.
Okay, we're also honored with Coven, so we can get the other U quest. It's just a little bit more XP and one more boss. Send shoulder guard. Oh, that's Pierce of it. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. Combat Shrine, always worth doing pretty much. There's an Arcane, which we just basically one-shot. So now we can go to Coven and get the other U quest. This is only worth a skill point on Ultimate, but it's a free boss and free XP on all the other difficulties. So you might as well take it. Oh yeah, and we have
ever since the yes, deep beneath.
essentially kill Sylvaria. Alright, Mystic is kind of garbage, but Amoros has Flurry, has Chaos Res, Slow Res, and Lethal Assault. Still not. I think we keep the gloves we have. Wait till we actually find a real solution. Alright, just have to find the second mini-boss here. Somewhere. Here we go. HP is starting to feel a little, not ideal. Warped of Insanity. Mediocre at best. Alright, so let's see what our rep looks like after we turn these quests in.
Have the councilmen been good?
Tell me, what happened to the flesh? So it is finished then. We can't afford to.
Alright, so Malmonth Resistance, we're up to almost 20,000. It actually probably is worth grinding out the XP pots at this point.
I am we were never close.
Alright, let's sell some gear off. We're never going to use this. Stone Hide of Alacrity gloves. This is just... We lose a little bit of stun res and health, but I think these are just way better. But I'm gonna wait until we hit level 70 to do any gear changes. We are basically almost there at this point. Let's do let's try to do Sylvaria. And then we may reset the game, do a little bit of XP grind, Mammoth rep grinding, and some stuff to respec our gear at level 70. Upgrade our spectral longswords. If we can get Chaos Res anywhere, we can probably upgrade our boots at some point. Wanderer's Living Ring, that's basically worthless. Alright. Let's go back. We're level 70, so we can get the next level armor upgrade for Ascended Cask and Murderer's Breastplates. See if anything good shows up here. Shrewd. Why? That's just an offensive drop. Yeah, well, welcome in, Susie. I'm glad you got a little nap, though. Hopefully that helped out. Mighty Ascended Cask of Fortitude. I mean... So, we lose... a little bit of OA, DA. But we have way more armor. I mean, it's a absolute garbage tier drop, but what are you gonna do? We'll probably do a couple runs, see if we get lucky. Prismatic of attack? I mean, that's elemental res. I don't know if we need that, but... Okay, and yeah, while we're at it, let's get some Spirit and OA, so that hopefully that helps with energy a little bit. The second Living Ring should also, the boost to his Conjure should help. Go out to the other side of Cronley's lair. Let's see if there are any elites here that drop a Murderer's Breastplate. And if we're going to go into Ultimate, we probably want to actually fix our armor absorption. Okay, this is kind of an insane roll. It's not a good base item, but good Impervious of the Glacier is pretty crazy. The Living Ring is still going to win, but... Lots of Incendiary Casks. No Murderer's Breastplates. Alright, well let's at least put the Living Ring on. We had a Gazer Eye. Okay. Buy a couple more. We may hopefully get the swap these augments for something better, but it'll depend on what our resists are looking like. Corpse Dust. Okay, there we go. That's a nice boost to health. It's also going to give us some more energy regen, which is pretty big, and some flat damage. Alright. Our attack speed is pretty dismal. But, I mean, we are basically Shadow Strike build, so it doesn't matter as much. Anyway, let me actually... Let me see if Coven has a decent shoulder. I'll check Coven and Malmoth. I really, like, it's going to hurt to give up Vizres when we had 15%, but we're walking around with pieces with 240 armor.
See anything you like?
Alright, Coven Shoulders. Pierce Aetherez. What resistances? This is really not giving you any resistances, just a little bit of it and slow. This is Flat Pierce. This is Lightning Electrocute, Fire Cold. Well, it's Flat Fire, which is disappointing. Yeah. Alright, let's see if let's see Malmoth. Ah, Susie, the discovering the joy of Lokar's RNG.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Alright, so this has Vitrez, Chaos Res, OA. God, you want 105,000 iron for this? It's a big increase in armor. We'll lose some OADA, but we'll get Vit Chaos Res, percent cold, and plus to execution.
Put it to good use.
Alright. I need to think this over for a minute. There could also be an MI that I can farm here. That would be better. Really, anything with cold damage is going to give me decent armor and maybe some sort of a boost to skills. So if I was willing to get the stuff for Tomb of the Heretic, the Magi Mantle would probably be decent. Ready to farm Ghost Nems. Okay. Barrow Home actually has the perfect item for me, but we're not close enough to get the rep, or maybe we are. So Wendigo Bladed Pauldrons are plus to Shadow Strike, flat cold, percent cold health, and poison and Vitrez. Like, that's actually a fairly nice item. But yeah, let's see. Where are we with we're respected with the Outcast, which probably isn't good enough. Oh, you hadn't realized the consumables thing, so you probably are clicking another one and then wondering, did I forget to activate this first one, not realizing that it was being overridden? Yeah, that'll definitely happen. Right. All right. All right, we're gonna put this on. Put this on. Guess we take the silk swatch and such. We're losing Fizz-Res. That definitely hurts. We're also losing a little bit of health.
I've heard the incredible.
Okay, where are we? Black Legion, we're honored. Yeah, we're also you know, maybe we keep. I'm gonna keep these in reserve for a little bit longer. Yeah, let's okay, Mammoth Resistance and Black Legion. We want both of these revered. We can basically do the same thing, killing a bunch of mobs in Malmoth. You want to farm the Bleed Blade Spirit set that drops from ghosts. Are you talking about Syrah?
Have you found?
I feel like that's just a general bleed and pure set. Alright, reset. Let's try to get some better spectral longswords. Not to mention other items. Yeah, ascended shoulder plates we don't want. We want the casque and the murderer's breastplate. Formidable of the Aether. I mean, they're going to conflict with Lokar, so we'll never use them in the real world, but it's still a pretty good role for that item if you were doing a non-Lokar leveling run. Yeah. Welcome in, Slick. How's it going? Mighty Ascended Cask of Maven's Wit. So, that's going to give me some resistances. And some stun res, I believe. Yeah, so, alright, so we don't really care about the lightning aether damage, you know, plus spirits, whatever, but percent elemental res and stun res, like this is absolutely, yeah, we lose some OADA, but we're going to gain more health, probably some more damage, definitely more armor. So yeah, that wins, and then let's see if we can get a Murderer's Breastplate as well. And then try again with the Spectral Longswords. If we don't have too much luck farming, we can spend a little bit of iron to buy one from the vendor. Just prefer not to do that if we don't have to. I'd rather get one organically than waste iron. Stalwart Murderer's Breastplate of Scorching. That is completely worthless for us. Alright, so go down to our Covian foothills and kill the boss in the cave, and we'll also try Nomos Dread to see if either of them have spectral longswords. That looked like a longsword. See if my eyes deceived me. That is indeed a spectral longsword. Chilled of the Sage. I mean, it's requires level 74, but it's still good. And we'll try Nomos Dread as well. I mean, it's an upgrade, so we take it. You don't have a spectral longsword, but you're kind of in the way, so we're gonna kill you anyway. And what rep do we need for Homestead Boots? The level 71s is probably revered, but some of these factions are... Yeah, we need revered. And these would actually be pretty nice. They give us chaos res and elemental res and health, but we're nowhere close, unfortunately. Alright. I'm gonna reset, do another Cronley run, do another Spectral Longsword run. Parents just came home with a 7-year-old Labrador. Very nice. So right now our boots and our gloves are kind of the weakest points of... Well, the shoulders, the armor value isn't good, even though the Fizz Res is nice. I feel like I don't... We could actually kill Log again and see if he drops us a upgrade. So level 70 Log roll, that's even just decent defensive stats, would be pretty good for us. Alright. Cronley's gang isn't feeling very helpful. What's up, Marzola? Thank you for the bits. Welcome in. We are, we hit level 70, so basically we need Black Legion and Malmoth Revered for res and XP pots, and also just doing some general gear upgrades. We should be pretty close to set to go to Ultimate once we get all that done, at which point the XP gain's going to pick up rather dramatically. Mystic of Vicious Barb. So Mystic is absolute garbage, but we get health. We get a big upgrade in armor. We get health. We get Pierce. We actually need the Chaos Res. +2 to Ring of Steel isn't terrible either. Like, I mean, it's still a better piece of kit, even though we lose the OA. But what can we do? We'll go up here, see if there's any more elites, and someone wants to drop us something better. But so now we go for the 2 bosses that can drop a Spectral Longsword, 1/3 chance each, and see if we get a second sword to upgrade. What do you have? You do not have... Wait. It's hard to tell from that angle. Initially, it looked like he didn't have Spectral Longsword, but then at the angle he was at, I couldn't tell, so we're going to find him anyway. Okay, he dropped another Chill to the Sage. And we will, we'll still try Nomos Dread. We have the upgrades we need, worst case scenario, but if Nomos Dread wants to drop us something that doesn't require me to be level 74 that I can put on right away, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, Chill of Celerity is pretty garbage. That's getting instantly replaced once we have something better, but the flat damage might still make it an improvement. We'll have to see. Okay. So... So that's an extra 18 flat fizz. But we lose about 100% of cold. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for our Chill to the Sage. Oh god, and these are both absolutely atrocious Pierce conversion rolls. That's not ideal. Alright, so one thing at a time. Let's see, 1288 armor. Keep that on. Mighty Maven's Wit. Okay, armor goes up to 1380. I think having more armor is important. Alright. Okay, that's now up to 1530. So our boots and gloves are, and definitely the shoulders are holding us down. I am going to do a quick log kill just to see if he drops a decent shoulder, so I don't have to give up the fizz res. I mean, our health is already looking better. We're up to 13.4k. We were at like 11.4 or 11.5 at the start of the stream. Log is kind of a annoying farm. That's why I'm only going to do this once. I mean, you have a chance to get something with Fizzres, OA, DA, and some other defensive stats. It seems it's worth gambling on one attempt. And then once we do that, we'll be back to grinding some Black Legion. So... Okay, well, the Empowered Slith Scale leg wraps don't have the plus to Nidalas. I mean... Well, these are tempting. I'm going to keep them in inventory. It's just fine. Normally leveling Shadow Strike, I switch from the non-empowered version to the empowered version at level 58, but... Oops. Mighty of Protection. So... Like... It requires level 75, so we can't even equip them. It's kind of not great. All right, let's go to Malmoth, and actually we can also do the Herald quest. Talk to the Black Legion. Alright. So I'm going to wait for Mirror to go off cooldown. And we'll kill the Herald of Destruction. So with our stun res is actually overcapped to the point that I'm just curious, what's our health go to if we put these on? Our DPS goes way up. We lose a little bit of health. And we get Pierce and Aether Res, which we actually need both of. That might actually be worth it. Mirror. Also a good place to farm Aether Crystals if you just have to be careful not to die to the Aether Ground. And you get Manticores in here as well, so if you wanted to farm Manticore Eyes, that's a thing you can do. Stalwart, Ascended, Epaulets, Avoid Fire. Aether to Elemental, plus... Void, I mean, it's a horrible roll, but... so Now that I think of it, these may not be the worst thing. We could do the Ethereal Essence quest as well. Skyfallen of Thunder is a decent roll for that. And yeah, let's do the Ethereal Essence quest for Death's Vigil, because the boss we need to kill for that has a chance to drop these shoulders as well. And yeah, I think we're just going to be running through Fizz Res with running through Ultimate with 10% Fizz Res. Fleshwar Pauldrons, that's... yeah, they don't do anything for us. We get some more Aether Crystals for doing this as well, so it's not the end of the world. Sadly, did not drop the MI we wanted. But that's just kind of how that goes. Sar's Bastion. And we'll turn in these quests. We are inching closer and closer to Revered with the Black Legion. Malmoth, we're at 19.7. Black Legion, we're at 22.8. So let's go back to Malmoth. Sometimes there's a bounty that's easy to do along the way. Like, as much as I do not like bounties. I don't want to do that. I feel like we'll probably run into some imps. I'm gonna do a council run and kill some other bosses. I just want to see where we're starting. 19.7. We're already up to... oh, wow. That was actually really easy. Let's get another bounty. I mean, it's 375 rep. It's not great, but... Okay, kill Spellbreakers. It's like if you can get a few hundred extra rep just by killing random mobs that you're going to run through anyway, it's worth it. I typically don't like going out of the way unless it's for a lot of rep. Like if you have the faction mandates and you're doing some bounties and you're getting 1,000 rep for doing a bounty on elite, that's kind of worth it, but there's 3 Ascended Spellbreakers right there. Alright, we'll move on. We'll kill Valkysteria. Okay, and we can return to the Mammoth bounty table again. Got 2 bounties done on our boss killing run, which is pretty nice. Yeah, this one I'm not going to do. I don't really want to craft a relic. That's alright. Let's see, you already gained 13,000, or 1,300 rep. Now, I don't remember if Alostria only respawns in the season because I gave her an MI, or if you can kill her multiple times here. But we'll find out. Oh, nice. So we do have the extra boss here to kill. We're not going to bother with Theo, but Krieg and the other 2 kind of mini bosses are worth killing.
Kingdom and topple my greatest creation.
Okay, so we're at 19.7. We're now at 21.9. We got lucky with a couple of easy bounties. We'll reset. Yeah, we're close enough that I'm very glad I bought the writ. Oh, and yeah, the other thing we can do is just do the council run once on normal and turn in the quest. Actually, hold on, Mammoth Resistance. Yeah, we still still are going to want to do one more kind of council boss run on Elite just for the rep. But yeah, we have the quest that we weren't honored, so we couldn't do the council on normal. And doing that will give us 1,500 rep plus whatever we get for killing the mobs. So it's almost 2,000 rep just for doing that. Actually, maybe we just do that first. Once we've done another look for Spectral Longswords. Here, No Most Dread. You don't have a Spectral Longsword. Alright, let's see if No Most Dread does. Draenor, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Hellfire? Really? Alright. So go down to normal. We'll do the council quest there. Just get that out of the way. And then we should be pretty close to Revered with both Black Legion and Mammoth Resistance. And once we have the Black Legion augments, we should be in very good shape. Hopefully that'll let us switch up our ring augments as well.
Well, if back before the city.
Yeah. So 21.9 basically. It's like for a fresh start. Whenever you hit honored, on a higher difficulty, you can always run to normal and very quickly do the quest that requires honor, which is generally worth the most rep as well. Where are we with Black Legion, incidentally? Black Legion, we're almost Revered. Mammoth Resistance, we might as well just speed run all the bosses on normal in this case. Each one's worth another 100 rep. You see how fast you see how fast we kill stuff on normal. Then probably just killing a few mobs on elite will get us fully where we need to be. I can tell you that doing this on normal difficulty, when you really have to grind a lot, is kind of torture. But if you're doing one run to get a quest in, it's not that bad. Welcome in, Frosty Dark. What build are you? Yeah, feel free to post a link. I'll take a glance. Alright, Krieg. Drain Essence and Chaos Bolts. Alright, we're revered with Black Legion. Very nice. One more boss to kill here, then turn in the Council Quest. I'll take a quick glance at the build before we go back to Elite difficulty.
Have the counts good.
Okay, we're revered with Black Legion, and how close are we? 24-5. Hold on. Okay, so you're doing Doom. We're doing Vit Doom Bolt because you have Chaos to Vit conversion, some minus recharge target area. All right, so this is your nuke. Of Bloody Pox is applying additional RR, and then yeah, Drain Essence is your main. You know what I'm going to say about Mark of Torment, but all right. So Siphon Souls is proccing a Devotion. That's why it's there, I guess. Will of Ratosh on Drain Essence. Doombolt, proccing A-Bombs, sure. I guess legitimate question, do you need Siphon Souls? I mean, I guess if you cast it once every 9 seconds and it's just continuing to do a debuff and AoE clear, it's not bad. So I'm trying to see. All right, Devotions. Okay, so Ratosh, A-Bomb, Revenant, sure. You don't. Wendigo is. I'm sure in game it's different, but Wendigo isn't on anything at the moment in the Grim Tools. But that's an easy enough fix. And I'm trying to see if there reduced targets damage anywhere. Possession is damage absorption, but no ill omen, no market torment, and nothing else that's reducing damage. Just take a quick look at the okay, Vit modifier 2700, that's solid. Vit decay 25, not a huge duration modifier, but you're mostly just doing flat anyway. I think Leech being good is mostly just necro things, but you don't really use it or need it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go without Ill Omen, Market Torment for softcore, that's fine. The damage numbers seem good. How good does the Doombolt actually feel when you're playing it? I was wondering, is that worth interrupting the cast on Drain Essence? It hit, yeah. It's a good nuke, I guess. Yeah, I mean, for softcore it seems reasonable. For hardcore, you want those extra defensive layers, and you maybe think about some other ways to play it. But I think you're fine on softcore. I haven't played Drain Essence in a long time though myself. Probably actually that's one of the builds I want to do, but you know what they say, so many builds, so little time. If you want to face tank literally everything, you're going to need more damage absorption reduction. But there's no way around that at some point. Okay, these are amazing resistances, but the armor rating is absolute garbage. 24/7. Yeah, we're going back to elite and just kill a couple more mobs. I think Vit Drain Essence is fine. And I think Arcane Bomb, it's a lot better than it used to be. Level 72. Battle mages. We're not gonna pick up stuff that conflicts with low car, but it's interesting nonetheless. Okay, 24,934. So yeah, we just basically we kill a single elite and we're there. Well, assuming that's and we're revered. Very good. Alright, let's do one last check for spectral longswords while we're here. Angry Mike, welcome in. Season 8 tomorrow. Probably not. I think it's got to be Fangs of Astrakarn tomorrow, then Season 8. But my hope is that Rex saying Season 8 will be after Fangs means that he has some insight about when Fangs is coming. And maybe it's on the sooner side. That looks like a spectral longsword he's holding. Honored with rovers. Shield of Shattering. There we go. All right. We need to sell some gear. Mighty of Fortitude, Prismatic of Attack. Yeah, these all go. This one's getting sold because it has worse conversion. Shield of Celerity is getting sold. Steering of Scorched Runes, not great. Harmonious of Attack is very nice. Sheltering of Scorching, that's just getting sold. Aggressive or Arcane Balance isn't bad. We'll keep that as a low level one. Stalwart of Voidfire. Charge of Celerity. There's some okay rolls on some of these items.
Got something we'd stashed.
Okay, Coldstone. Where is our Spectral Longsword? There we go. we're not going to use these.
Put it to good use.
Okay, so damage is looking better and better. So Phantasmal Armor is going to get us more Pierce Res if and when we need it. We should really put some more points in Maven Spear. Like, this is just too good to not have points in. Purging, Amending, I mean, actually we'll do, fortunately we, think we turned in the Ethereal Essence quest, so we, can't refarm her. Yeah, Formidable Attack, these are I mean, it hurts to have Mystic on this, honestly, but I don't think we're getting anything too much better. And I think we have to give up the, yeah, I think we take this. We are losing a ton of Pierce Res. Aether. Aether. This actually doesn't have anything on it. So this has Pierce Aether as opposed to Vit Ellie. Like, let's see. So our Elemental Res is still really good. This sort of fixes Pierce Res. It's +2 to Shadow Strike, which is now hard capped. Yeah, I think that wins. The Druid Pants serve their purpose, but
I do the best I can with what I've got.
and we actually go double scaled hide. You know, the boots still need to be upgraded. Maybe one day we'll find good gloves. We'll see. But yeah, all right. Let's go to Black Legion and buy armor augments. Then we need to buy some XP pots from Malmoth.
Come see what's left of my wares.
All right, so these are both. This is 14 over. It's gonna drop by 25, so we need at least 2 Mankind's Vigils. I think we just.
Iron well spent.
have extra Aether Res, which we're going to be dropping those augments for something better. Alright. So...
See you around.
So, Mankind's Vigil... Mankind's Vigil... Mankind's Vigil... And let's go get this. These are 43, so that's going to be 18 over cap. These are all fine. We're good. Bleed is actually a little bit of a weakness now, but it's not the end of the world, I don't think. You have to have a resistance that's not all the way there. Losing bleed, I think, is the way to go. And it's still 75. And we are honored with Coven, which
See what's left of my wares.
means we get this delightful item, which gives us elemental damage, health, and OA.
Iron well spent.
And technically, we'll be, even if we, let's see, what's our stun res? I guess we're going to keep one of these Dermapteran things for the Pearson stun res. But I'd rather have max stun res. But we will we'll go back to Black Legion and buy some Creed's Cunning.
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
Yeah, 14. Now we're up to 14k health. And DPS is looking a lot better. Shadow Strike's hitting for about 150. That's without Lethal Assault. Our cold modifier is already 1700. That's pretty good for leveling at this point. So, yeah, we just need to go to Malmith and buy the XP pots, and then we're ready for Ultimate.
See anything you like? Put it to good
Alright,
use.
buy 4 XP pots for now. And actually, here's the thing. I mean, we don't want to be under on Chaos Res, but if we replace these boots with something that, especially that boosts Pierce Poison Res, then we can just put another Chaos Res augment on and not have to worry about Chaos Res. But okay, so apparently this Chilled Spectral Longsword, once we put this on, is actually going to give us a bit more bleed res, so that'll be capped on the next difficulty. Let's see, where are we? We're still... if we want Witch God stuff, we're going to have to work for it. We might have to speedrun that on Elite later, but... for now, we're going to go to Ultimate and start playing the real game. think we'll do 1 XP pot worth, and then call it. Hopefully we'll be around level 80, and then next stream we should ideally be able to get to 94.
You're not looking for the body. You will need.
Yeah, so bleed res is low, everything else is fine. 10% fizz res hurts, but at least we have decent armor. I mean, look, it's a fresh start character. It's not going to have everything. We fixed our HP to the point where I'm comfortable. Our reses are good. Damage is pretty good. Yeah, once you're ultimate and once you have XP pots, everything just goes so much faster. Alright, get this Rift Gate, rescue Faldis. There's a very good chance we'll be getting gear upgrades. Just random stuff dropping from Cronley and other places. Before I forget though, I am going to take the Grim tools that we took before going to Ultimate and just paste that into the chat for those of you guys who are kind of following along with how the character's progressing. It's a good good thing to keep track of. Also for whenever I upload stuff to YouTube. So yeah, that should be the current Grim tools. All right, Kaizog. Easy. Random black flame piece we're not going to use, but all right. So we don't actually need the slithering, but it's still worth turning into quest. So we'll continue to get the necklaces. We are, however, going to skip Flooded Passage this time around. Shattered reality. It's we lose a little bit of damage in OA, but we get a ton of armor. I mean, I think we're going to end up with better boots than that, so I could consider that a micro upgrade, but for the most part, I don't want to upgrade too much intermittently. I mean, in an ideal world, we'll get boots that have Fizz Res. That would be nice. Okay, got the final slip necklace we need. $12 scrap, 25,000 iron bits. We have more than enough scrap to do that. And we still have 500k iron. And especially being on ultimate, the rate at which we get iron is going to continue to increase. Make sure to actually get this rift gate. If you talk to Duncan, it's very easy to kind of forget that's there.
Hello, traveler.
Alright, so I think we have a choice. A couple ways we can play this, but I think we're just going to kill Durrani. Speed leveling you don't, because making the deal lets you get XP, but we don't need to worry about that. Got another Aether Cluster. Find Ulgrim out here.
Well, I'll be.
And yeah, once we get the Berwick Rift Gate, Durrani book and all of that, we're going to come back and rescue Luther. I think that's the one thing we haven't done. Alright, so back to Foggy Bank. Alright, Luther's in the third and final location.
to my great. You got to remember.
The captain said, well, it's like this.
Oh, we also haven't talked to Angram yet.
Greetings, Ch
The fabric quest.
What do you want? What's with all I?
Alright, so we're going to upgrade our Spectral Longsword. We're going to take the Cold Stone out. Cold Stone's a pretty cheap component, usually,
You happen to find my
which, wait, I can't take the Cold Stone out because I don't have a blacksmith. Sorry, I don't have an inventor. And I don't have a blacksmith to craft another Cold Stone. Let's go get Angram. And then we'll do Vyloth and continue along the path. Get Maven soft capped. Another point in here. Some more CC res.
Move along now, stranger.
Okay. So we have a blacksmith. We'll craft another cold stone. And now we can swap out our spectral longsword. That's also going to fix our bleed res.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Okay, so yeah, Shadow Strike now is hitting for 155 per hit. We're going to be putting points into Lethal Assault. Because right now it's a little bit of a boost, but this would be pretty much the perfect roll if it was on an Elena necklace, but it's not. Welcome back, Viley. Sorry wherever you're going to wasn't open, but welcome back.
Good luck clearing out. Well,
Level 75. Alright, we could drop the cooldown in Shadow Strike a bit, but look, I kind of... Let's push Inner Focus.
Good, you're back. What am I? You've proved that's good work there, but Warden.
Well, hopefully you at least got their... Or maybe it's a situation where they were supposed to be open on their posted hours, but they weren't. But I was going to say, hopefully you just got their hours and can figure out another time. Gotcha, that makes sense. I know absolutely nothing about tattoos personally, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. I mean, they're double rare, but they're not what we need. We can just kind of bide our time until we get better boots as well. level 76. God, we have like no DA on this build. That's pretty bad. Yeah, that's something to look into. I mean, at least we have health and armor. That's kind of key here, but... OA is very nice. And once again, we forgot our blade spirits. So everything we've done thus far has been... Okay, yeah, this has Blizzard on it, so... It's not RRR, but it is supplemental damage. Congratulations, Susie. Glad he dropped the final piece.
Is it finished? The Warden's defeat is a... So you must be high before...
Alright, let's put some... We're just talking about not having DA. We can put some more points into physique to slightly obviate that.
I cannot...
Oh, 30. That's... Yeah, no words, Susie. I'm sorry.
Go to the central...
The emissary warned me of your
I could hear...
Alright. I mean, Bismeal is just the easiest to do quest, so...
You've been quite... My dear. Then what this...
So you... Yes. I have...
Well, look.
So, you're on a fresh start. You've just defeated Krieg on Ultimate. And
See anything you like?
you can buy this wonderful thing. Unlocks Ultimate, gives you attribute and skill points from lower difficulties, unlocks Rift Gates on lower difficulties, unlocks all inventory bags. Buy that and we can put it in our stash. Obviously, this character wouldn't use it, but if you were playing another, you know, playing future characters, they will want to use that right away. Yeah, having a character that can do Lokar is it's no small thing. Okay. Inner focus is soft capped. Kind of curious, what's our biggest crit's quarter of a mil. It's not bad, especially leveling. This one, Susie, the Sky Breach Bulwark. It's a lightning damage shield. The mythical one, I believe, supports lightning Aegis, among possibly something else. But the low level one is it's your random shield. Where did I? On Earth. Oh, there we go. We don't want to extort this guy because if we're nice to him, he's a useful vendor. There are two quests here. This guy you actually have to talk to do his quest. This guy you can just blow up the barricade and turn it in. Yeah, exactly, Violet. I don't know why it's done that way, but there are a couple of them that are like that. Like if you know, Death's Vigil, Malkadar's remains won't spawn unless you've talked to the guy first. So here we go. You can lie to these people and get an okay relic, but I tend to not do that, mostly because I like the +1 to skills relics. But if you're desperate, it's an option. Just keep grinding, Meatball, you'll get there.
Yes, it won. Oh, of course.
So eventually you want to get mirror, get some more points in mirror to reduce the cooldown. We're not going to worry about that right now. It's just not really worth it. Same with nullification. Same with nullification. Arcane Wills, typically for me, I think is a 1-pointer. But Inner Focus gives skill energy cost and energy. It's kind of nice. And we also are going to want to eventually get the cooldown for Shadow Strike as low as possible. So I think we'll just do that for now. That'll boost our DPS a little bit more. And eventually we're also going to want to get Pneumatic Burst and Shadow Dance up a bit. And if we can, Veil of Shadow is nice to have at least soft-capped. This is nice to have soft-capped as well for the flat armor, Pierce Res, etc. Yeah, that's also true. I don't do the unethical version often enough to even notice the reputation difference, but yeah. Yeah, soft capped is like if it's out of 16, it would be 16 out of 16 or 12 out of 12 or whatever the other numbers could be. A little superior ruthlessness. Okay, and so keep in mind that we don't have, our shoulders are kind of a piece that we can switch out at some point. So if we have a better option, we'll take it. Unironically, a good roll on even the incendiary shoulders is probably not bad, but those are not it. Clerics of Spines for Murderer's Breastplate. That's probably a higher level, more armor. What's our Vicious Barbs? Let's see. Okay, this requires level 84. It has percent health versus flat, probably not a huge difference. It has more DA, more Pierce Res. We lose some Chaos Res. We get stun. I mean, it's really just an armor upgrade. It's not that amazing. Like, Clerics is good, but we are capped on stun res. Merciless of Spines, Pierce Poison Elemental. I mean, thing is, if we were a okay, we need the Pierce Res on these gloves, so we can't swap these out. But if we were a Pierce build, some of these drops would be better. And I mean, to be fair, they are designed for Pierce builds, but upgrades for gloves and boots and maybe a bit more DA are kind of the main things on the agenda at the moment. Obviously, level 84, we can upgrade our Spectral Longswords again, but that's not as big of a priority. That's just kind of nice to have. Aggressive of attack ascended cask, I think, is like it's. We don't need more OA. We need other more defensive things, so we're not even gonna pick that up. Yeah. We killed Durrani in Devil's Crossing, so we don't get him here. Ascended shoulder plates convert elemental to aether, which is a massive DPS nerf, so we're not touching those. Mighty of protection, ascended cast is just, I mean, it's pure DA and physique. Yeah, Hunter's Blind is amazing. Okay. We'll put the points in. Actually, let's get Veil of Shadow to soft cap, because if we do that, that also gives us enemy OA shred, which will make our DA feel a little bit better. Rumor also gives OA shred in addition to cold resist reductions, so you know, our DA is not quite as low as it looks, but still would ideally like to have more. Okay, talk to Barnabas.
Come, friend, right to business.
Let's find Nomos Dread here and see if he wants to drop a Spectral Longsword. It's not a huge deal, but nope, you don't have a Spectral Longsword. We just ignore you. Alright, so Voldrak Ultimate. We have fairly decent armor, but our Phys-Res is basically non-existent. So yeah, we don't need to do this shrine. We already have max devotion shrines. Hold on, Mighty of Incantations boots. What do these give me? These give me 2 all damage, armor, physique, spirit, DA, skill, disruption, protection. Don't give me movement speed, though. What's our... Well, you can at least try putting them on, but... I also kind of think that they're more of a side grade than a large upgrade. If we're not getting a significant amount of increased armor, better Phys-Res, better resistances, better damage... There's not too much point. Anyway, so yeah, Voldrak, scary. Has one-shot potential. I'm leaning towards the pop a cluster and just face tank approach. We also have mirror on top of the cluster, so that'll give us 11 seconds. Also want to make sure we don't get trapped by one of his ads. Okay, we go in, we cluster. And I guess we didn't even really need mirror at the end. We killed him within the 8-second mark, but it's good to know that we had it if we needed it. Stalwart of Drieg's Gaze. I mean, DA, Vit, Bleed Res, no. We're also getting to the point where we can at least get level 84 various legendary boots. So that's going to be a priority going forward. Hold on, Menacing, a Frostbite, Chaos, Bleed Res, Cold Damage, Health, yep. You win, I think. See if we can stretch to level 82.
Well, it isn't I haven't been entirely. I came up.
This is get a bunch of total speed from the pneumatic burst. All right. Let's actually put points here. Get some more speed. I think between Mark of the Traveler, Chains of Oleron, Pneumatic Burst, we probably should be okay for run speed, but I'm just not sure. Alright, so somewhere in here is a corpse of the guy's sister. Don't have to fight the boss, but dies quickly enough. Alright. Alright, we should be able to get the homestead before this XP pot runs out. Burton, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. So yeah, Shoulders, boots, gloves, all looking for upgrades. I think whenever we start a stream, we'll do a quick Cronley run and some other stuff to see if we get something better. And once we hit 94, we'll be doing a lot of farming to just get gear. Hey, welcome in, Dio. Follower goal met. I guess I need a new follower goal. Always good to grow a little bit. So go back to Dead Man's Gulch, let Ulgrim know that we're good to go to Homestead.
So how did it work?
Turning in all these quests should get me to 82.
These are.
We do need to return to Minova as well for the
I wish them to
attribute point.
I'll skip the plus. The Legion is split on.
Alright, so we should have enough time to get the next Rift Gate. Okay, we got the Rift Gate. We got the Pine Barrens Rift Gate, so we can do Pine Barrens quests next time. This quest is just a tiny bit out of the way, but you basically kill one mob and it's easy XP and Rover's rep. So I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't want to do this when you're leveling. And then we'll do this quest and we will maybe change out our boots, and I think we'll call it there. Yeah, exactly. It's easy to find. Okay, so that's gonna get us to level 82. We'll sell some gear as well. Okay. These shoulders are tempting, but I think the slow res makes the ones we have better. And we're waiting on a glove upgrade. I've seen some side grades, but there's just not much that's inspiring me. Okay, so these boots might have incantations. We'll put a mark at the Traveler on, make sure it doesn't screw over our move speed, but let's see. Run speed is now 129. Ugh. I'm gonna keep these, but I don't want my run speed to be below 135. So I guess we're going to skip out on those boots. But in the meantime, I'll link you guys the current state of the Grim Tools. We'll be wrapping up here, and I'll be continuing this on Tuesday evening around 4:30 Eastern Time US. And Tuesday evening we'll get the 94 and start doing some actual farming for getting this ready for endgame. So all right, let's see who's on. Okay, we got Morndale. Perfect. Let's go say hi to him. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks again, Marzola, for the bits. Thanks for all the new follows, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday, and then at that point we'll probably be finishing up this build on, I guess, Thursday, and maybe starting something new the following Saturday.